Craig, tough day for you here in South Wales.
Yeah, it was exactly what we wanted. It was a tough day. Certain things went against us quite heavily. A little bit of confusion over rules in terms of being onside, but that turned it into a real tough battle for us, and that's kind of what we wanted, really. What we don't need is easy games.
I was going to say, coming here and winning, scoring 12 tries, it might look great, but in your preparations of what's to come, and that's the big picture, is it? What's to come? This is just what you needed, isn't it?
Yeah, listen, we scored some good tries. We bombed some good chances, so there's always things to work on. But defensively, I just feel as a group we keep turning up for each other. But until we get that type of challenge, you can't tick that box. So, some fantastic stuff, tough place to come. Some things that didn't quite go our way in terms of decisions, but if that makes us work hard and helps us prepare for the World Cup, I'll take that all day.
It's been a horrendous couple of years, hasn't it, for everyone? Not just rugby, but I guess you've not had your players a lot, you've not been together a lot. How valuable has this camp been, if you like? You've obviously got another big game next week.
Yeah, listen, we'll never complain. We've made the best of what we can in terms of when we can get together. We have done, so we've done okay. To be fair, we do a lot of stuff online, but listen, nothing beats actually getting away as a unit, spending time with each other. And we're lucky enough we're going to camp again next week, and we'll just keep building. And
in terms of team next week, you were without a couple today due to illness. Are they going to get a run out next week?
Yeah, listen, the idea was to have a look at a couple of players today. So 3 girls made a debut today, and I thought they all showed up really well. There's a couple of girls that dropped out at the last minute. We'll review how the squad is. At least one, if not 2 of them will come back in. And there's a couple of other players, there's another 3 or 4 players that will potentially jump in next week. Today was about looking at the wider squad, looking at our strength in depth, particularly around players that have been informed, have worked hard. And next week we go back to the drawing board, and we don't pick a totally different side, but we definitely make some changes.
And just looking at the bigger picture, if we can, how good is it to have a Wales side that can compete like that with you for England going forward?
Yeah, brilliant. It'll be good to definitely face them again, and we want a Wales squad, we want an Irish squad, we want a French squad that can compete, and I think we get in there, if I'm honest. And we've got to strengthen everybody to strengthen ourselves, and games like this will do that.
So all in all, a worthwhile exercise, I think, today.
Yeah, listen, one of the things we do, we always try and take the positives out of every game we play, and there's a lot of positives that we'll take out of that, more so than a 60-0 walk in the park. Whatever gets thrown at us, it kind of shows the resilience of the team, resilience of individuals, and that's what we had to show today, loads of resilience. So, there'll be loads of learning.
Thanks, Hugh. Well done.
Cheers, thank you very much.
A lot. Tom, you must be immensely proud of what your team have just produced today.
Yeah, massively. The journey that we've been on over the last 18 months and the transition that we've made from the last 12 months to last time for England, it's a massive improvement for us. And for me, it was really important. Everything we talked about in this game was our friends and family and the chance to get to see them play for the first time and the pride in the badge, and they definitely did that today.
There were some new names on show today and some outstanding players as well.
Yeah, from our point of view, we've worked hard over those 12 months. We had 5 debutants today. All of them looked the international stages for them and all competed and did really well.
Physically, you more than matched England for a lot of that game, but it seemed the longer the game went on, you seemed to grow in confidence with ball in hand as well.
Yeah, and when we played them last year, we knew that was the case. We were off them physically, so we come away from that and we knew our priority number 1 was to be fitter, faster, stronger. So massive credit to the girls. They've gone away, they've done that in the dark hours, got up, put the effort in, and again, for the large parts of the game, we matched them physically. We could compete on that stage, and yeah, the second half, we knew we wanted to come down the hill. We thought we might shock them, so yeah, it was great.
It was. The atmosphere was fantastic and great as well that you got the try. I mean, Leanne got our player of the match. We thought she was the best player on the field, and probably fitting that she got the try.
Yeah, she's been outstanding. She's one of our more consistent players, and she's been amazing for us. She had a bit of a tough game against Ireland, so the fact to come out here and to show how she can play and what she can do, I'm massively impressed with her. And yeah, I would have picked the player of the match as well.
Yeah, you've got another game next week, so it's not done yet, but how important has it been to have this time with a team in terms of your building forward?
Yeah, every time you go into camp and every time you get to play a game, you get to learn things about people because they get pushed to the limits. And not one of our players I can look and they didn't disappoint me in any way today. Every one of them stood up, so that's really important. And then going into next week, it's our first chance in our European competition and we start building towards the World Cup. So we've got to build on this, put a good performance in next year, and that helps us get where we want to get to in 25.
And in terms of being here, in front, it was a decent, very good crowd here today. They loved it. They were very much behind you. But how important is it that you've played here, all the youngsters around looking at live international rugby league?
Yeah, it was massively important for us. So I know I'm the English one in all of this, but everyone else is in and around this area. Really strong connections, and to see some of the parents come and grandparents come, see them play international, represent their shirt for the first time is massive. And we really wanted it in here, in and around Cardiff, and for those young girls and players to really put on a show. So more people want to play rugby league. It only strengthens our cause going forward and playing this great game.
Happy overall today?
Oh, massively happy. Yeah, we had a bit of help in the second half. Some things went our way, but yeah, what a performance. To knock 30 points off our result last year, it shows us that all the effort that we're putting is making a difference and we're going in the right direction.
Well done.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks.